What's going on, YouTube? This is my entry for ComixQuest 181 sub contest. Sorry, it's pretty early for me right now, and I'm just entering this contest. I just want to say, thanks for ComixQuest for having this contest. I love a lot of the all the books he has. He has a lot of books I would love to have in my collection. He definitely has a lot of the higher grades, and he gets all the signature series, and he has a lot of good books. So I really enjoy watching his videos. Like I said, we have a lot of similar tastes in some of the books he likes. So. But yeah, so I figured I'd do a video for him, and hopefully he'll come do a video for mine, for my sub contest. And we'll start with the rules. I'm 18. I'm definitely over 18. Deadline met that. Must be ready. I'm already subbed to him. And the first question: how long have you been collecting comics? Well, I've been collecting comics recently for about 2 years now, almost 2 years, coming up in 2 years. I collected when I was younger, not like I collect now. I wouldn't even say I collected back then. I was more, I just purchased books. I read them, didn't really have collections going. I just, grabbed books. Like I said previously in a previous video before, I had a friend that collected comics and worked at a comic book store, and I was kind of collecting just by, because he was, and he used to throw me comics here and there, and I'd pick them up. But there was some certain ones I would that I actually did collect, was like Grendel or something like that. But other than that, I wasn't really a huge collector. I just purchased them, and I had, I accumulated some. But collecting like I do now, for coming up on 2 years, probably around November will be about 2 years I started back to collecting. So that's about it. 2. Shout out YouTubers that need more love. Well, there's a lot of YouTubers that I watch, and I sub everyone that subs me. So I have a lot of people on my list. But let me see, some of the YouTubers that I can think off the top of my head would be Graham Nash. He's a younger kid. He has some good videos. BMPRT, I don't know if he needs more love. I mean, he's doing pretty well with his subs, but he's one of the guys I like watching. Just Luke, I think it is. He's a young kid from Ireland. He's got a lot of subscribers, but he's great to watch because, like I said, I just seeing someone so young with enthusiasm for collecting, and it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of them. I just can't go through the list and to try to name a bunch of people, or without excluding anyone. Because I think anyone who makes a video of their collection and shares it with all of us, I think is pretty cool in my book. So. Yeah, so that's it for that one. Do you chase hot books? I would say yes. However, I am calming down with that. I'm starting to realize that's not a very economical way to collect. So I'm kind of pulling back from that a little bit. I actually just watched, I think it was Hero Hunter, did a video for this contest, and he kind of said the same thing. Was it Hero or Lightning, or one of those guys that said something like that? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I am kind of not watching what movies are coming out. I'm not listening to all the hype, and I'm trying not to listen to all the hype. What books got optioned for a show or a movie? Because I guarantee you 90% of those books will not be made into a TV show or movie. I actually just talked to who was it? Seeley at the Boston Comic Con about Revival, because I had heard it was optioned for TV show, and he said it was optioned. I think it was like CBS or ABC, one of those TV channels. It was a major network. They optioned it, and they let the option run out. So obviously it's not going to be made, unfortunately. Maybe someday it will be made, but they let the option run out. So I think a lot of these books, you know, I'm not sure if they're going to be made or not. You know, like I went out and started buying up all these Dread Stars. Will that ever be made? I don't know. I hope it does, but who knows. So I'm done. I'm kind of done chasing those hot books. You know, I can't say I won't ever do it again, but I'm pulling back from it, and I'm going to chill out with it for a while. So, and really focus on the books, the Silver Age books I want in my collection, like the Avengers, and I also want to start collecting some of the early Thor, like Journal of the Mysteries and stuff. You know, some of the older books that I know are really worth collecting. So, but yeah, so I got. So that's it for that one. And quality versus quantity. I don't know. For me, I think it's a little bit of both. I try to get the best quality book I can, if that's what you mean. If you mean grade-wise, I try to get the best grade I can for the money I have. So there are books I definitely want. There's a lot of books I would like to have. And sometimes the books are just so expensive, I need to take it in a lower. I need to get it in a lower grade because I want it in my collection, and I'm willing to have it in my collection, really in almost any grade. As for me, in the older books, a lot of the really expensive books, like maybe some of the early Avengers, I have down into the very goods and stuff like that, or even into the good. You know, I think my Avengers #1 is well, actually, I know my Avengers #1 is a 3. So, but it's an Avengers #1, and my Amazing Spider-Man #1 is a 0.5. But even that is worth like $1,000. So, I mean, I can't spend $3, $4, $8, $10, $15, $20,000 on a book. I don't have it like that, but I wish I did, but I don't. If I had the money, I would probably buy in the higher grades than that. But newer books, I do try to find it in near mint, if not VF Plus or something like that. So I do the best I can with the money I have at the time. If I see a book I really want and I think it's a good price, and it's in pretty good condition, and I don't think I'm going to have another chance to get it anytime soon, I'll pick it up. So, but one of the things, you know, let me start with this. But the grade, okay, I just said what grades I buy in, you know, the newer books I get near mint, older books, Bronze Age, stuff like that. I try to get my books, no matter what grade they are, in around a 5 to 6 for the older books, like the Silver Age and stuff like that, if I can get them that. But the newer books definitely near mint. I don't know if that answers your question or not. But this is one of the books, you know, I picked up, and it's definitely in near mint condition. So I was able to afford this, so I got it. And this is one of those hot books, you know, the chasing the hot books. But I think it had staying power myself, and you know, so I picked it up. I have the whole set now, and almost every, I would say about 95% of the books in this 25 book collection are in near mint condition. So what are some of my high grade keys? That's one. I just brought out a bunch of my books, so I'm just going to try to start laying some ones out that I think are in high grade. Here goes this one, Batman Adventures #12, First Harley Quinn. It's got a little tick somewhere on the cover, like a little ding, but other than that, the book's pretty perfect. I would say it's definitely in near mint minus, you know, around there. Now I'm just going to pull the ones that are pretty high grade. Here you go. This would be for Tim Morant. These are IB4E 1 and 2. First, Max, or whatever, Max, Sam Keith art. Yeah, I think they're both in near mint condition. Like I said, I'm just going through these and pulling them out. Let me see. This would be in near mint condition if it wasn't for that little teeny nibble down there. Now I don't know, would that still be in near mint minus or very fine? I'm not a grader, so I don't know how much effect that would have on the book. But I don't know, I'm happy to have it, you know, because I know for this one there is definitely going to be a TV show. I know the price is going to stay up there. And, oh, here you go, I got Killing Joke. That's a near mint, first print. Here's another one. That's a near mint there. And let me see. And of course, ComixQuest. Got the First Crow. That's definitely in, I would say at least very fine plus. It's got some blunting in the corners. It could be a near mint minus. I'm not positive on that, but I'd say at least a very fine plus. So, and this one here is definitely near mint. Definitely near mint. Walking Dead #1. And I got #2, 3, and all that stuff, but say keys. So here's another key. Definitely near mint plus. First Michonne, and the same thing with the First Governor. So these are all pretty near mint. And I got oops, sorry. Sandman #1. First appearance of Sandman. That's near mint. Also, I think it's number. No, it's #8. I think the first appearance of Death. Near mint. So. Let's see. And a bunch of other books. I don't know. I got a bunch of the near mints. These are all near, or at least very fine. I got a couple. Oh, that's not it. But I got the first Scott Summer. Here you go. Scott Lang. I got a bunch of these, and I know at least 2 of them are in near mint condition. I think I got 3 of them altogether. Ooh, here's one. Swamp Thing. This is definitely near mint. It's the first John Constantine. I know they say the other one's the first appearance and stuff. I'm not subscribing to it. Hey, if you want to, go ahead. You go ahead and do that. Great, good for you. And I got first Rocket Raccoon in comics. Of course, this isn't his first appearance. It's his first appearance in comics. So, Hulk 271. So, there goes some of them. And let me just, I'm just going to show a couple more of my graded comic books. I have a bunch of them too. So, and I'll show the differences in like the grades of what I accept, and let me see. Okay, so like these here, I got the whole Wolverine collection, the limited series. These are all come back at 9.4s, every single one of them. And that's what I want, a higher grade, because these aren't too pricey, and I can afford these. So that's what I want. I want a higher grade in books like this, 9.4. So that's that. And then I also have, 9.4 in the Wolverine for the first volume. And also #2 and 9.6, the first Sabretooth battle. But that's what I'm looking at when I try to get some of the more modern books. Now, even some of my older books, I got lucky with a few of them, like X-Men 23. Now, this isn't really a big key or anything, but it's X-Men 23, and it's an 8, so that's cool. I got it for $25 too. Not graded though. And for like the more expensive books, I'm willing to get a little bit of a cheaper or lower grade. Giant Size X-Men, I got it graded at 7.5. So, and I'm extremely happy to have it at 7.5. So, but let me see. There's a couple more I want to show. Now, for some of the other books, like I was saying, if it's a more expensive book, I'm willing to compromise on the grade. So, like Justice League of America, it's kind of an expensive book. I got it at a 3. And this one, unfortunately, I found I had a married centerfold, but it's still a Justice League of America #1. And I'm happy to have it. Another book that I'm very happy to have, which I'm extremely happy with this grade. I don't really need it in a higher grade. I think the grade I have it in is really good. Like, would I like to have this at a higher grade? Of course I would. But this one here, I'm actually happy with the grade. I don't think I would ever upgrade. Avengers #4, I got it at 5.5. For the price I paid for this, I paid $250 for this, and to get it at 5.5, I think it's, you know, incredible. So I'm very happy with that. Now, one of the books I did get lucky with in I think it's a high grade, is, and the price is going up on these books, so it's Aquaman #1. I got it in an 8. And at the time when I bought this, I only paid $800 for it. So that's back when I actually had the money. I wasn't blind buying tons of books like I do now. But yeah, so that's just a few. I'm not going to keep pulling them out, you know. Like, I do have some lower grade books, and I'm okay with that, because they're pricey books. But newer books, I do want to keep it at a higher grade. And I'm okay with the higher grade books like that. Like, I'll show one more. This is one of my favorite books too. Superman Unchained. It's the lenticular cover and a signature series with Scott Snyder. So there's only like, I don't know how many there were. I think there's less than 400 of them at least, if not less than that. So yeah, that's a cool book. It came back at a 9.8 and it's signature series. So, but yeah, so that's about what I got. I'm going to show. What books or books do you want to own before the end of the year? Some of the books I want to own by the end of the year. There's a lot of them. But I would say I would love to own either Journey into Mystery 83, which I think I've been trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to do something like that. Which I do want to try, or if not that, then oh my gosh, I just went out of my head. Journey of Mystery 83 or Hawk 181. I don't know about the Hawk 181 right now, because the prices are just astronomical on that. I remember a year ago you could actually get one for under $1,000. And now even the lower grade ones are going for $1,000. Like, and I don't want to get a 181 and like a 4 or nothing like that, you know. So, but yeah, those are two books I would love to have. Also, you know, ComixQuest. You know, I would love to have The Crow #1, and it is a really hard book to find. I've been looking. So yeah, so I guess that's it. And do I have any other hobbies? I don't really have too many other hobbies or any other hobbies. Honestly, I just, you know, I collect comic related stuff. You know, you can see some of the statues I've gotten. You know, I've showed them previously. I got this one lit up for you guys. So, but yeah, I don't really collect a whole lot of stuff right now except for comic related stuff. Just this takes all my money, all my time, really, you know, basically. So yeah, but like I said, thanks for having this contest, and I'm Looking forward to your future vidders. Thanks. Bye.